U-joints sit lower and they are peened in, and if you put this front piece or this piece here in your vise like that across your vise and then smack the shit out of this face, you can actually pop them out and then flip it over and do it the other way, and you'll pop the other U-joint out, the other cup out, and then just get a little file, and if you can see where the peen marks are there, just get a wee file and just take the burrs off the peen marks. And the as you can see, the new U-joints don't sit flush, so you can't really peen them over. So you have to fit the circlips in here. I don't know if you can see it close enough. So what you have to do is grind a little bit of material out. So if I get it in the sunlight, so see where the circlip is sitting down flat, there's probably 3 mil of material, 3 mil on that side, 3 mil on both sides. And then you've got to go just deep enough for that circlip to fully clip on, and that's the trick, is making sure that the circlip, when you fit it, it snaps on. So first of all, I put the circlips on the U-joint and then sat the U-joint on top and marked out how much material I needed to cut out, and got my disc grinder and just carefully ground it out, and they sit nice and flush, and then threw my clips on, and yeah, it's relatively easily done. The original ones don't have grease nipples, and so this has got a grease nipple, and I'll grease the splines up before I fit them, but you fit that shaft in there like that first, and then it's easier, and then put this, slide it on and over. Now with the grease nipple, there's no hole in here. Oh, with the grease nipple there is a hole in here for greasing, so it's quite lucky, otherwise I'd be drilling a hole. And hopefully there's one on the other side which I haven't checked. So I hope you understand that. I'll do a drawing, and yeah, just same way of fitting any U-joint. Just very carefully put one cup in, put your joint in, and then squeeze it up in the vise and push it through, and then slide your U-joint across, put your other cup in, check that you haven't knocked any needle bearings out of the race, and make sure it's, you know, not crunchy moving before you press it all together. And if your circlips don't snap down, you have to pull it apart and take a little bit more material out. So you can see that edge there and that edge there. The depth was 12 mil. The depth was 12 mil, so if you came 13 mil back from where this flat edge here is, 13 mil back was enough depth for the circlips. And on the very outer edge of the circlips I did taper them with the grinder a wee bit, as long as you've got don't cut them back so they have the snap on, over centre snap on. You don't want to cut the circlip from there to there, because they won't have the over centre snap on action. Yeah, easy as. And now it's easy to do if it craps out next time, and it's fully greaseable. So put a bit of grease on that end because that's the drive end, and we've got some copper slip on this end because that is pretty much fixed. So we'll slide that end in, and then we've given our bolts a wee bit of a clean, and we'll put some anti-seize on them, and then on these we'll just open those up. Just a little bit. Just open these up just a wee bit so it goes in easier. Just get our nuts and bolts ready. Just put a wee dab on. You don't need much, and if you haven't got anti-seize, a bit of grease is just as good. It'll sit there. If you ever pull it off again, just makes it a little bit easier. You always give a shit of lube up. So make sure the dirt's out. Make sure the dirt's out of there. I'll just slide this up and in the hole, and we're coming through there. Get the shock out of the way. And just slip that shock bolt. Just slip that shock bolt in. The shock bolt will hold things a wee bit, and they're both the same length, so come through on the spline, which we are. Put that one in, and all we got left to do is crank this up, and we're basically on. It's as simple as that. A couple of things you need to remember is you need to put the this tab on, so it does have a, put the washer on, and this tab goes with the folded side in, so that the cap, when you push it on, the cap can catch over the edges of the tab. And that one needs a wee bit of a bend because it's just a wee bit munted. It's been hit by a rock or something. So give that a wee bit of a touch up. So it goes on, not that way, it goes on that way. And pretty much this little screw on. Like that. Put our castle nut on. Now, these aren't super tight. You can look up the torque spec, but I just do it as it feels. You don't have to crank the shit out of them. So that's a what, 30mm socket. coming up tight. Get a big bar. What way do we want to go? We need to go this way. This way. Get a bar so it locks up on the ground. It's starting to come tight, and it's... Where's a hole? It's going to back off. Yeah, now I'm on a hole. Pop our pin in. Just turn that around. Just fold that over. And there our cap will clip over that little, there. And that one's on. And a couple of 14s, get our 3 14s, get our nuts. One there. One there. One there. And if you've got some air gear, then just fizz it up in your battery, but because I'm hobbling around today I can't carry that much gear, so I just have to put my crescents and ratchets in my pockets. And I can see I've got a wee oil leak under there. I'll have to put a new washer. I'll put a new crush washer on that sump plug, which is okay. Click, that's torqued up. A wee bit of welding to do on this as well. Not too bad. Click! Yep. Now it's torqued up. All we're left to do is throw the wheel on. Click! And there we go. Beautiful, we're back in. Now there's no play. Easy way to check is jack it up, and if you can turn your wheel like quarter of a turn, then the CV's gone. There's no movement in the drive line at all. Before I could go like that, which tells me the CV joints were about to bust out. If you can see that, we've got a exhaust leak there, plenty of meat there. We'll weld that up, give it a clean. We'll weld that up. There we go, all back together. Alright, we'll catch you in the next one.